All right, we're live. And for once, I can get started talking an intro here without Greg interrupting me. Not that anybody's watching. Hey, welcome back to Late Night Boozebags. Your host, Maxwell Star. We got Lee and Lady Lee here. How's everybody else doing tonight? Start with Lady Lee. How you doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
I am doing extra well because it's extra nice outside. So it's not too hot right now. It's like that perfect temperature. So I'm very happy.
What temperature is it there right now?
I'm enjoying it.
What's the temperature there right now?
It was, I think it got up to 15 today.
Oh, wow. Like cold and rainy here. As I'm sure Mr. Lee can attest to.
Not as much as you.
Mm.
We've had more sun and just kind of like wind than actual rain the last couple of days.
Oh, really? Yeah, because it was like rainy and foggy here today. Of course, it's St. John, so it's going to be rainy and foggy half the time anyway.
Right.
But it's like plus 12. Anyway, aside from boring conversations about the weather, what's everybody drinking? Mr. Lee, what are you drinking?
Well, you know what I'm drinking, Nick.
I know what you're drinking. Same thing I am.
Drinking the new Nitro Stout from Propeller, their black stout, with a little nitrogen widget down on the bottom, a little cap or whatever, nodule, whatever you want to call it.
You sort of see it inside the cans, that white cap. For the Ontario people who may be possibly watching, it's basically the same thing as what the Cobblestone Stout had in Mill Street.
Yeah. Oh, tastes all right. It's got a little bit more flavor than I expected.
Yeah.
Because generally these things are... I mean, it's still obviously very smoothed out and everything. It's kind of... You can't get away from that with a Nitro Stout, but...
It's almost reminiscent of, like, O'Hara's Irish Stout. Did you ever have the Nitro version of that, or...?
I think I have, yeah.
Because you get the nitrogenation kind of, like, mellows out the flavor profile. But you still get this nice, like, little bit of roasty... It's like maybe I don't know if I'm saying this right. A hint of green, maybe?
Really? Not really getting that.
It's like green. I'm thinking kind of like stale coffee grinds, kind of like a little bit of roasty.
That's more what I'd say. There's definitely like a kind of watered down coffee kind of hint to it.
I think that's where I was going with, like a little hint of like vegetable coffee or something.
That would be a better description, I think. Yeah, but it's like it does remind me though the O'Hara's. If you're looking at like a Irish dry stout, that's kind of like classic to style. This is closer to an O'Hara's than it is Guinness, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, not that I'm a big fan of Guinness myself, but this is definitely much closer to what you should be getting with a dry stout. This is I find it pretty tasty. It's almost like dry stout's a little typecast. It has to be nitroed.
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I mean,
no.
That's what a lot of people seem to do these days. But although I guess I'm getting the I noticed at the NSLC there, my NSLC, there's a bunch of new beers. Clearly that Molson 10.1%, whatever the fuck that thing is.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, there's the Molson 10.1, and then it's Molson Dry, is what it's called. And then there's the Molson Cold Shot Max, which is their cold shot but 7 point something or whatever.
I saw that at the liquor store today. I didn't buy one.
But also we got Propeller Extra Stout.
Ooh.
Or not Propeller, Guinness Extra Stout.
Guinness Extra Stout.
Yeah.
We used to have the Extra Stout here. Extra long time.
Yeah.
I could keep going on this, but yeah, let's ask Lady Lee. What are you drinking? Are you drinking anything, or are you just watering it today?
Nothing.
Nothing? Doesn't have to
nothing
be beer.
On me right now. I literally have nothing on me right now.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Yeah. drinking nothing.
Wow.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know. Boring. No, I'm kidding. You're not boring.
I'm a loser.
It's all good. We're all losers. Well, except for Lee. All right. So, was it Molson? I'm just kind of curious. I know I saw that Cold Shots here. I just wonder if we got that. You said you got the 10.1. Apparently, we
Yes.
got it here too.
Yeah, it's in a 4-pack. It's like a, I don't know. It's not teal, but it's like a light blue color 4-pack.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shit. Oh wow. I remember. That's like. Do you remember when we drove through Quebec? Do you remember in some of the like convenience stores on the way, like gas stations, we'd see these giant bottles,
Yes.
like 1 liter plus glass bottles with a screw cap.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them having the Molson Dry 10.1, and they had like Labatt Blue 10.1 as well.
Oh.
Like competing products in the same size, big brown bottles.
Okay, so
I was actually wanting to try the Molson 10.1.
So they probably repackaged a regional thing for more of a wide national audience, and they've made it a more attractive
I
package.
think this is like a Quebec malt liquor coming to probably to other provinces.
Makes sense that they would stick it in the sort of packaging they're sticking it in, because you know they don't want to be looked like they're selling malt liquor, basically, probably. Oh, and then I also saw, I think we're getting there's a Colt 45 like flavored beer or something like that.
All right, I'm curious now. Oh yeah, like I see it enlisted here. I didn't see it at the store tonight, but apparently it's Colt 45 Kick.
Yes.
Orange? But it's a vodka beverage.
Is it? Okay.
Weird.
So that would actually have real vodka in it, probably. If it's brewed here in Canada. If it's brewed in the United States and shipped over here, then it would still be like a malt beverage.
Like there's the regular Colt 45.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Kick Orange.
Orange. Hard pop.
Hard pop.
Can't be called hard soda in Canada, can it?
No.
God damn, it's a big can. 710.
710? Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I'd give it a shot. Why not? Oh, and there's a Bavaria cherry or something like that, too?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Bavaria 8.6? You know that fucking brand?
Yeah. I remember there's this one.
There's like a cherry version now, too.
Huh.
I guess you don't have it, but it is in the NSLC.
Some different versions of steel. I don't know. I know that beers aren't about paying for ABV.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, yeah, sure, it's a genuine Austrian Radler, but at 2.5%, why am I paying $5.69 for it?
Right.
I mean, especially when I look at Pilsner or Urkel, $3.89 a can.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd buy that any day, all day. That's a great beer.
Oh no, it's the Bavaria 8.6 Cherry Lager. That's what it is.
Interesting.
It looks pretty widespread, so it might be like a down the road possibility for a BA 101 if we wanted to do like a big like hard liquor night or malt liquor night.
That probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Like do like a malt liquor, kind of like a high ABV, high gravity lager. I mean, we've done that kind of theme before.
Mm-hmm.
Or I imagine like if Lady Lee was to check the LCBO site, you probably also get like that Labatt, that Molson Dry 10.1 or the Cold Shot 7.1 as well.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Molson 10. It's Molson Dry. It's called
Molson Dry.
Molson Dry 10.1.
I see Molson Dry 5.5.
Okay.
I didn't see it the other day. I was looking for beers in general, and I was doing like 10%, and I could not find. Like, I found Crest and Facts. I didn't see anything else like that.
If we did a high gravity lager episode, I think we did one time, and you brought the Crest to it, didn't you, Lee? Lee?
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we do that again, we probably want to bring a different one.
We've done Facts 10%, and we've done Crest. Because Greg and I did a Crest and Facts off.
And I've got that Propeller Prime 10%.
Propeller Prime?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm trying to think of like what beers I've got here that would be malt liquor. Like we got the Molson 10.1. I don't know if we still have the Triple X anymore. I think that was something that came in for a little while last couple of years, and it's gone. I missed it. Oh well. We got the Molson Cold Shots Max. Can you get the Cold Shots Max there, Ellie? Yeah. That.
I can. Yes, I can.
Ooh. Well, that's an option.
On the plan for it.
Yeah, I mean that's an option. We can get that. Montreal just scored.
What happened? What happened? Yeah, I can get that one. There was also another one I was looking at that I thought we might be able to get, and I cannot remember the name of it. Give me a second. Let me check the website.
Well, I've got that Burdock double IPA and the Space Age Sunshine Flying Monkeys.
I have the Space Age Sunshine.
Yeah, I've got that. I figured that wait a week on that one, or if Mr. Lee was gonna order one, if you can.
I'm not gonna order one.
Yeah, I kind of got thinking about that one. Where at the core of it, it probably is like a hazy IPA, even if it's a quadruple 11.6% beast. Probably not your game.
No, I probably just would have shit on it. So
yeah, I mean that's fair, but why would you order it online to shit on it?
Yeah, I gotta be a little bit selective of what I order because it costs so goddamn much.
Yeah,
fucking ridiculous. Paid.
I mean, not that it isn't worth ordering.
Yeah, I mean, just my last order alone was like 100. What was it? Let's check right now. $170 for what? 22 beers? That's stupid as fuck. I could only afford to do that because the government decided to give me a bunch of money.
Was that for like your tax return or?
No, that wasn't my tax return. I just filed my tax return the last week of April, so definitely not my tax return. They don't come back. They don't come back that quick. So I think it was just one of the random. Hey, you look like you're poor and desperate. Here's some money from the government payouts that they give you.
Nice.
Other than the GST rebate. So So living frugal does have its advantages once in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty. I was like, holy shit! How'd you get a big payout like that?
Yeah.
That isn't tax like related to taxes because I didn't get shit.
Although to be fair, I haven't touched that $1,000 yet. I'm gonna ask my bank I'm gonna ask my credit union just to make sure. It's like, where's this from? Because the Wibs, like my online banking, you gotta let it's actually really terrible about like telling you where your money's coming from. Like when you get direct deposits and stuff, it just gives you a very brief like description of where it came from. As opposed, and you got so I have to wait till like the end of the fucking month before I can get like a really super detailed like PDF file telling me my full statement, right? So,
but if you go into the bank, they could probably like give you some more details.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
gonna
call them. I'm gonna call them and like, yeah, I got $1,000 here that I'm not complaining, but I didn't earn, I didn't ask for. So like, where is it coming from?
Yeah, it's like shit. What $1,000 doesn't appear out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Like, where did this come from? Somebody accidentally e-transferred to the wrong account.
It was a weird number though. It was like 1,095.
And what did it say? Did it say government or GC
it said direct deposit Canada, like government of Canada direct deposit, I guess basically. So it's like,
yeah, okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to spend it until I knew where that came from.
Yeah,
if you got some like official CRA kind of like, do you have a Service Canada account or no?
No, I had one, and I think my thing expired. And it's like the fucking steps you have to go through to re-register and get yourself on that thing. Like it takes fucking forever, and I don't have the patience for it right now. It's just like too much shit going on. Sitting here.
Oh my god.
Sitting here making sure my mom and dad don't fucking die on me this week. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
It's like I think I told you, my dad like lost 2 of his brothers within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that was his last 2 brothers. My mother just lost her younger brother on her fucking 80th birthday this week. So not good.
Yeah. Sucks, dude.
And he was one of the good relatives too. Like, I've lost plenty of relatives over the years where it's like I don't get 2 fucks. But he was actually a really good uncle and a really good man. So
you lost both the good uncle and the shitty uncle.
Well, I didn't lose any shitty uncles this week.
Oh, there you go.
The other 2 uncles were both good people too, but they were more expected. This one just sort of came out of the blue, even though he had health problems and stuff for the last 10 years. But he just, yeah. So
that's the harshness of life. Is like things are great until you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of a sudden you're on the rocks. Fuck, it's fucking scary, man. Especially as we're getting older. Well, that's a happy note. No wonder we've lost all our viewers.
Yeah, fuck you people and your lack of sympathy.
It feels like a graveyard or a funeral. Yeah, like I'm just trying to think of like, well, what's this? I'm looking through. Lately, you'll find this interesting. I'm kind of curious because I've seen that we got some more flying monkeys. What is this? Flying monkeys, Kryptonite 7.0. I don't even remember seeing this here.
Smooth lager. That's 7.0. Yeah.
Apparently, it's only up in Fredericton, Moncton, and Edmundston. That does me useless. It must have come in a while ago at some of the other stores. I didn't even see this one. At the same time, I mean, to call it Kryptonite 7.0 smooth lager, I probably wouldn't pick it up. Not well. You know what? It's $4.29 a can. I might have. Because I might have seen it.
Yeah, $4.29 for a 7.0 lager of some sort. Yeah, maybe.
Lager, yeah. That would be curious because I was thinking more along the lines of like, for example, Space Age Sunshine, $7.28 a can. I'd pick it up because I want to try it, but at the same time, 728 a can. I mean, it is 11.6.
Yeah.
Wow, there's not much left.
I need to jump off because my computer's being weird. So I'm really stressed.
All right.
All right.
See you in a bit. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Like, what else is new?
It's really frustrating. The NSLC they redid their website.
Yeah.
But now you can't put anything in alphabetical order. You can't go to the new edition section anymore and like compartmentalize them off in different things like beer, spirits, blah blah blah. You have to basically manually scroll through the fucking thing to find the shit you want. It's fucking ridiculous.
That kind of sounds like it kind of sucks.
Yeah, whoever they paid to fucking redo that site, and it looks like shit too. It doesn't even look as good as the old NSLC site.
Wasn't show anybody my birthday. I'm just looking at your site here. Like, I see they got the cannabis shit.
Yeah, that's coming at some point into my store. They still haven't implemented it yet. But yeah, like, see, they do have options to filter, but there's no way to go like new stuff and then go just new beer alone. You like if you go to the new products tab, I think it's above there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, like so you'd expect, okay, I can just make it beer. Oh wait, why is it working? Why is it working for you?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe there's some sort of cookie deal or something going on in my computer.
I just think I clicked on new and filtered by beer.
Oh wait, is it saying
I don't think it worked. Like
so it's saying there's like 500 beers there or something.
Yeah, like I clicked on new at the top.
Yeah.
And then it had categories beer.
Yeah.
And when I hit beer, it just gave me all kinds of shit that I'm sure is not new.
Yeah, so there you go.
Miller Lite. Yeah, bullshit. Let's go here. I forgot that Brandon was thinking about joining for me. Check and see his message. Nope.
But definitely my big problem is you can't go alphabetical with it because it just makes it harder to fucking scroll through everything. Because there's no like rhyme or reason for why the shit's in the order it's in on the lists.
And I wonder, like,
you can go by brands and stuff, but that doesn't help you if you don't know that there's something new from a certain brand. You're just like casually like, hey, what's new in beer? And then you gotta like, yeah.
Oh yeah, Gahan 1770. Oh, that's a 12-pack.
12-pack,
Gahan 1772. Okay, that might be new there.
That is new there.
Schoolhouse Too Cool Cold IPA. That's interesting. Half-cocked Thunder Crunch. What else is here? Show more. Pilsner. What do you got for new Pilsners? Here. Mascot Scotian Pilsner? Belton's Pilsner? Oh, wow. German Pilsner of some sort.
Veltins? Did you say it's Veltins?
Veltins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen that before.
I've heard of the brand before, but I've never seen it in my store, so that is definitely new for me. But
New minus. Good pool. Of course, you'd be looking for Kingston, right?
No, Greenwood.
Greenwood?
Yep.
No. Hey, look. Greg's here.
Yeah,
I've been here since 8:30, Nick. You've just been ignoring me.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're late.
What a terrible friend you are, Nick.
Sure. What a terrible you are. at spending time fucking your wife over. I'm sure that's why you're late.
I mean, it's not my fault that I expect to be a 2-pump chump and I go for 3 pumps.
Wow, you're almost like Carrie level of endurance at this point.
What?
Yeah, except I ask permission where I'm allowed to come.
Yeah, right. Well, you gotta hit the bong every day and work out and then desensitize yourself so that you go for like an hour and 20 minutes of like albino rhino.
I mean, weed does desensitize the fuck out of you. Like the few times I've had it, yeah, it definitely does.
Anyway, I'm cracking open a moose in the bottle just for Greg because I know how much he loves beers out of the glass bottle.
I think they're fantastic for the flavor. I'm gonna have a beer out of the superior format known as the can. It's just a GLB light beer, just because why not? Because I already had some wine, so I don't want to get too drunk. And I do have an interesting beer to bring in a second after I'm done this beer to celebrate. If there were any occasions today, it would be an exciting beer. Exciting-ish, I guess, suppose. Also, why is Brandon not joining us?
I don't know. I was talking to him about it at work, but Brandon says a lot of things lately. So I'm gonna actually send him the link. Lately, is saying her internet is being really weird.
Yeah, no. The real story is that she just got bored of us and left.
Probably.
I feel she's been bored of us like this whole time, but she kind of keeps us around just in case all her other options are somehow gone. She won't have to be alone.
Once Rob has an erection.
Jesus, Nick. That escalated.
Yeah.
That erection escalated.
All right. It sent Brandon the StreamYard link, see if he wants to show up.
There we go.
I doubt it. I did have this earlier. Mr. Lee had the same one. Propeller Block Stout, Nitro Stout. Nitro Irish Dry Stout. Greg doesn't care. He's looking at something else.
I'm just typing, but I think your Irish Stout, is that the Propeller one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked interesting.
It's not bad.
Pretty tasty.
Herner Warzog. See. Yeah, so I don't want to spoil it for you, but since I don't feel you're going to watch it anyway, I'm going to spoil it for you. I'm assuming you haven't watched the Netflix Hulk Hogan documentary.
No, I'm not going to watch it. So.
Okay, so then I don't mind spoiling. Spoiling this for you. So, this is literally probably the best part of the documentary. So in episode 4, for no fucking reason whatsoever, because there's zero lead up to this, right? Werner Herzog just fucking narrates like half that episode and just talks about Hulk Hogan in his normal Werner Herzog way. It is the most fucking incredible thing in the world. He's like, oh, the Hulk, he just had this energy to them, he just, it was just magic. I can't even pretend to make a proper impression of it, but it was a pretty fucking epic thing. Like, it was like, wow. Like, I started just looking at shit like, is this real? Like, where did this come from?
That is the most out of left field fucking thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's fucking like, you made that impression the other day of like, him with the fucking like puppet or whatever and how beautiful it was. That was basically dead on what he was talking about. Hulk Hogan. He was just this magical man. And again, I'm not going to try to do an impression because it'll give you the wrong impression. Like, he did it the Werner Herzog way. Like, he's like, yes, I know how to deal with it.
He could probably do his Werner Herzog impression, thinking about Hulk Hogan being a man, and then get exactly right what you were saying about the show.
He would be, I guarantee you, if Lee just did a straight up impression talking about Hulk Hogan, he'd probably be about 90% of the way there.
And then you would see him come out to the crowd, this giant among men, this cascading titan with so much charisma and magic around him, and the adulation of the fans and crowd as they would cheer to a fervor of craziness and insanity. And then when he would get into the ring and everyone would see him there, everyone would cheer and he would do his performance, and it was magnificent. I'd never seen anything quite like it.
Dude, you're really not that far off. Like, honestly, like, you really are.
I might have. What episode did you say it was that he did that?
It's episode 4 of the documentary. So it's the most kind of emo episode where they're kind of talking about his. I think it's the one where they started talking about his downfall and then his later career and then eventually his death. And yeah, he kind of gets into that. So yeah, it's. I think if you don't enjoy anything else from that documentary, you might actually enjoy that. It's pretty.
I will watch that episode just for the Herzog commentary because
it's just so out of nowhere because literally episode 1 to 3 has nothing to do with it, and suddenly they just bring him into episode 4. It's like, oh, okay, wow.
This is the episode where they paid me a fat check so I can make my new documentary on the cheap. Is this the thing with Grogu in it? No, it's with Hulk Hogan, okay. I love Hulk Hogan. There's such beauty in him. The man had a raging heart, and blood pumped through his veins, and the energy of America flowed through him. It was very much like when you would see Adolf Hitler. I mean, not Adolf Hitler. Someone else of that stature, but with more muscles and less hair. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna check that out. That has to be. I have to. Maybe it'll just be a YouTube clip. And I won't have to watch.
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably find just the Werner Herzog stuff. I was kind of hoping you'd watch it just because I know you'd fucking like appreciate it. Just going into episode 4, be like, all right, Hulk Hogan. It's like suddenly it comes out of nowhere. But I had to spoil it for you since you don't. But
yeah, all right.
It's a good documentary anyway. Like, I mean, again, it's very similar. It's probably made by the same fucking people as Mr. McMahon. So it's like, even if you don't like Vince McMahon or you don't like Hulk Hogan, it's still a very good documentary. And it's not, I'm not going to say, I'm sure they soften the edges quite a bit, but it's not, I mean, it's not overly friendly towards him, I would say.
And you know, when the Hulkster dropped the leg on you, that was the end. That was total destruction. That was the black oblivion of the universe coming to swallow you up. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think you're actually that far off. And it was funny because when they actually interviewed Hogan, obviously before his death, they actually asked him, like, what was the one thing you changed about your career? And the one thing he says, like, I wish I didn't have that leg drop as a final move because
fucked up his hips.
Yeah, he's like, that's what basically fucked up my back doing that for 30 years. He's like, I wish I could just like choked somebody out or bear hugged them or something. Like,
it goes to show you, even a guy who did so little in ring still ended up coming out of the ring fucked up by the end of his career. I thought you were going to say they asked him about his favorite Werner Herzog movies, just to tie it up. Well, let me tell you, brother, I really love Aguirre, the Wrath of God, brother, and Fitz Colorado is a personal best for me, brother. And what are you going to do, dude, when Nosferatu 1979 comes down looking for you, brother? Klaus Kinski in makeup, running wild.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I kind of wonder, like, did Hulk Hogan even know who Werner Herzog was, or he's just like, we
There's
just
no
did something.
fucking way.
We just did something because his voice just adds so much emotion to the final episode, where it's just like, oh, where did this come from? Even Agnes, who doesn't even know who it is, she's like,
where did it come from? It was like it was called a paycheck was involved. They gave Werner Herzog money, and then he came out and he did a very poetic description of I can't do as well as
the amazing thing is, like, Agnes she has not seen a single thing that Werner Herzog has done except for one, and she recognized his voice, and she's like, I recognize that voice. Where's it from? I'm like, the only thing you have seen him in is Mandalorian season 1 when he was in like literally one episode.
Mm-hmm.
And Agnes somehow remembered that. She's like, I recognize that voice. Like, yes, he talks about the child being so beautiful. You must bring the child to me.
12 years ago, there was like a series of 12 10, 12 years ago, there was like a series of like cinematography masterclass advertisements that were done by Werner Herzog, and like I heard the name, but I recognized the voice from those first.
Yep.
From all the photography YouTube video shit that I used to watch and get that advertised between shows. Anyway, yeah. But he's got a very distinctive voice. Of course, I'm now glad that I've watched some of his movies, like Nosferatu 1979. Thank you, courtesy of Mr. Lee. That was a really fucking great movie.
It's definitely a top 3 Nosferatu movies.
Yeah, I'm a hard, like I would say it's either, well, how many Nosferatu? Well, there's actually quite a few Nosferatu like clones, isn't there? Like of the like Nosferatu Dracula story, but I mean, you got the original, and I feel like Klaus Kinski's in Werner Herzog's Nosferatu 1979 is like the closest, most faithful adaptation of the original silent film to date. Like
it's fairly faithful.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of shot recreations and stuff like that, and a lot of stuff that he implemented that honestly probably looks better than the original. And I'm not even saying just because the technology used is so widely more advanced by that point.
He stuck almost religiously to the original story and just re-envisioned it as it would look like in a modern movie, instead of what Robert Eggers did. Which I still like Robert Eggers' movie, but there's a lot of changes.
Yeah, no, the Herzog version sticks to the original a lot more. Although I will say, I do like a lot of the stuff the Francis Ford Coppola one from '92 does, where it like pays a lot of homage to like silent films and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
There's
I've never
a lot
seen
of
that
stuff
one.
in that. You never seen that Dracula?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. Well.
It's been a while since I've seen that one, so we should maybe throw it on movie night. But it's I mean,
you're not thinking of like the one that Gary Oldman was in.
I assume he's talking about.
Yes, the one with Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay, the actual Dracula. I was thinking like specifically Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
No.
I'm only aware of like 4 Nosferatu movies: the silent one, the Herzog one, the one that's kind of I think a somewhat remake of the silent one, but it has other actors. Has the actor from Hocus Pocus in it, that kind of lanky dude.
Yeah.
And then the new Eggard one. But I haven't actually seen the remake one, whatever.
Yeah, the one that came out with what's his face, who does all the like character acting. He's in a bunch of Guillermo del Toro movies and stuff like that. He played Abe Sapien and stuff like that. That one, yeah, they recast everybody, but like I guess the backgrounds are all green screened, like colorized, upscaled versions of like what the old sets were or something like that. Like they did some sort of weird process that sounds interesting. I kind of want to see it, but I'm not in a hurry to see it. Let's put it that way.
Either way, like I actually have not seen the Gary Oldman Dracula movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I'd like to see that actually. What was the main character? Was Tom Cruise in that one?
No.
Or no?
It's Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Okay.
Gary Oldman, Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Carrie Elways is in that. Brad Pitt is in that.
I'm surprised Nick's never seen it. It was a pretty popular movie in the 90s.
I remember hearing about it. I remember seeing like the clips like of Gary Oldman as Dracula.
It's good. I find the ending. I have to watch it. I'm going to rewatch it. But yeah, the ending of that movie gets a bit odd. Like it follows the Dracula story fairly closely, and the ending's kind of like, oh, this is weird.
It's probably got the best Renfield out of any Dracula movie. Tom Waits plays Renfield in it.
Ooh. Okay, I do want to see this.
The Master.
I've been tempted to buy that Blu-ray, but I guess Greg will convince me not to in order to and play it on movie night.
No,
you can do whatever you want, Nick. I'll just make fun of you for it.
Yep. You make fun of me for it stuff anyway.
It's great.
I would never do that, Nick.
It's pretty great because Anthony Hopkins like chews up all the scenery and overacts in order to compensate for the fact that like Keanu Reeves gives like a career worst performance in it. Because Keanu Reeves just like tries to put on an accent and fails miserably. It's just his British accent is terrible in that.
Well,
he just wasn't ready for John Wick yet.
That's like post Bill and Ted, pre Matrix Keanu Reeves too. So that's like in his whoa era, you know.
I mean, he's got the famous line in there where it's like they're asking him about Dracula because he's come back from Castle Dracula and he's like got a kind of a psychic connection with Dracula and everything, and the vampire hunters are all sort of gathering around and are like, you know, let's talk about Dracula and figure out a plan. And he goes, I know where the bastard sleeps. It's like, it's just the way he I think I even delivered it better than he delivers it in the fucking movie.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least 10, 15 years since I've seen that movie, so I just remember I always say the same thing. Okay, this is a cool movie. I can follow it. Oh, this is getting weird. Oh, this is getting weird. What's happening? I don't know what's happening now.
It goes weird places. It does. Like it pays a little bit of lip service to that whole, romantic Dracula. He's in love with a woman and she's reincarnated as Winona Ryder and stuff like that. And, you know, I can do without that bullshit. But
I think they do like a Dracula origin story in it as well.
They do, yeah.
I don't know. It sounds interesting. But yeah, like I feel like Keanu Reeves kind of had like. Was that before or after Speed? Because I mean, that's kind of like that time frame of Keanu Reeves becoming a bit more of an action star.
I think it's before Speed because I think that's before he became a household name.
I think Dracula, honestly, was probably one of the first big movies that he showed up in. Like, I think around this time it's Dracula and Point Break, if I'm not mistaken, or kind of like
Point Break.
And then it was
before that. Because I know Bill and Ted was like 91 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, Bill and Ted was a hit and all, but it wasn't like that big of a hit, I don't think. It was more him showing up in Dracula, which was a prestige picture, and Point Break, which really took off. Point Break.
Point Break.
But yeah, I think Point Break was around that same time, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was after that he started like getting in Speed and stuff like that. Johnny Mnemonic.
He started getting into his Speed. And Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, I remember Johnny Mnemonic. I saw that once, like back in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that movie, but
I didn't watch a lot of Keanu Reeves stuff. Like, really, at first I even knew he existed was in fucking Speed, and really I hadn't seen much of his stuff, and I've seen more of his stuff more recently. Yeah. Like, I've only seen one of the Bill and Ted movies, whichever one. I think I saw the second one.
So he did both Bill and Ted's. Oh, he did.
He was Ted. So
yeah. Point Break. When was that? That was 91. Okay, so that was just before Dracula.
Okay, yeah. Bram Stoker's Dracula was 92, and he did Point Break just before he did Bogus Journey.
Mm.
I remember watching the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey because they were like pop culture favorite movies back in like 1989, 1990. They were the cool movies that kids were watching, you know.
Mm.
And of course, George Carlin was in it. He's a classic.
Yeah. No.
I didn't realize this. I thought I knew that Johnny Mnemonic came out in 1995, but why did I think that came out before all this other shit?
I don't know, but I mean, he had a 93 where he did a bunch of like smaller movies, and he did like Much Ado About Nothing. Like he went from like a really terrible British accent to doing doing Shakespeare, and which is just okay, I guess, if you want to hurt yourself some more. But yeah, Speed. Honestly, even Speed is probably a bigger. Like Dracula was a big major hit. Like it grossed what I think 200 million worldwide or something like that.
I just don't think that's like a movie you think of when you think of Dracula. You don't think of that's a Keanu Reeves movie. Like,
yeah, no, it's not a signature one for him. It's one where everyone kind of laughs at his performance. But I mean, in Hollywood terms, if you're acting if you got a major role in a big picture like that, even if you're shit in it, that still gives your name a lot of clout to like get other roles. So,
either way, like Speed's kind of the one that cemented him as an action hero.
Yes, Speed's probably the big one. Because Point Break was kind of like, it was a hit, I'm pretty sure, but it was like kind of low key.
What the fuck?
It kind of flew under the radar at the time, I think.
I thought that Constantine was much earlier than that. 2005?
Oh yeah,
that was like 2001.
No, that was a little while later.
Wow. That's Shield, Oofin, and Rachel Weisz. Tilda Swinton. I gotta watch that again. I wouldn't mind watching Constantine again.
I like it. It's like almost nothing like the the fucking comic book it's based on, but I think it's my favorite depiction of the devil is in that movie. It's got what was his goddamn fucking name? Stormare. Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare as Lucifer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dude from Big Lebowski. The nihilist. Or from Fargo.
Gotta get some Chimay.
Oh shit, my camera's way out. Well, this is an entertainment, and you can still hear me, I'm assuming, but my camera just shut off and back on. Let's turn this shit off. Let's turn it on now. Let's see what happens. Nope, it's frozen. Okay, so while the other two grab beer, I'm going to troubleshoot some technical issues. Try unplugging my camera here. What back in?
Why does my 10-year-old Costco laptop just work? Oh, I'm done my beer. I'm gonna have another beer in a second.
I really have no idea how to reset the driver here. Like my camera's frozen. I think what it is that the camera when it's running is it's a Sony A6400 DSLR kind of camera, like a mirrorless camera. 6300, sorry. Which there's Sony released a driver so that I could use it as a webcam. So I get like the depth of field and shallow depth of field, and everything's blurred out in the background when I have it on. The image quality looks really great. But the thing is that the USB connection to the camera is not powerful enough to charge the battery and run the video at the same time. So it's constantly, anytime I'm on one of these hangouts, it drains the battery. So it's good enough. The battery life lasts long enough for a hangout, usually for one of my normal podcasts, but it doesn't last long enough if I say used it for a couple hours before, which I did because I was watching the hockey game with Sean and Scott. And
see, that's the problem with you fucking IT nerds and shit, like you and Dan and all you other fucks. You overachieve on this stuff. Like you go, I gotta get like a DSLR, then I gotta get some sort of thingamajig that will fucking make it webcam usable, and then that's gonna overheat and drain the battery and catch my whole fucking basement on fire, but it's all worth it because it's the best possible thing.
Meanwhile, me and Lee are just running on potato power and we're good.
I got this piece of shit.
It just works.
Look at this piece of shit that makes really bad fucking photos of food that I post in the fucking BA 101 chat, and no one knows what the fuck I'm eating. I have to tell them every time. It's amazing.
Yeah, you have a weird obsession with Cinnabons.
Yeah, apparently.
I wonder. Sector.
Oh, well, goodbye, Nick. Will he be allowed back in? Can we, like...
Oh, yeah, he can come back in.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I was just refreshing the page.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
There we go. Okay, that reinitialized the camera. Now let's turn it back on.
I think that was a thing, though, back in the day with... I seem to recall that was the thing back in the day of Google Hangouts. Like, if you were the host of the Google Hangout and you left, you're kind of like, you couldn't get back in.
Oh, Google Hangouts.
There we go. I got my camera back. Yay.
Yay!
I refreshed the StreamYard page because it sort of froze the last frame. Because I could hear my camera disconnected and then reconnected, and like heard that. Fuck off. And it's probably ultimately because if I was to check the back of the screen of the camera right now, where'd you get that, Bishop Cellar?
Yeah.
Nice.
They hadn't had it for a while. They just got they got that in the blue back, so I bought 3 of each kind.
Yeah, nice. I miss those beers, man. I wish I could get them regularly, like especially the blue. I love the blue.
I wish I could still get the fucking the 710 milliliter bottles of the blue.
That was like every time I went to Nova Scotia, I would pick up one of the big blue. Remember when they were like $10 for the 750?
Yeah.
Like reminiscing about better times, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was cheaper.
I kind of wonder what price they are now in the 750s.
I know the 50th anniversary version showed up here around Christmas time. They wanted $50 for it, and I was just like, no.
Yeah, that's a specialty thing. So, but
yeah,
like,
it was
just buying a Chimay Grand Reserve in the 750 milliliter. Kind of wonder what that is right now in Canadian.
Yeah, it wasn't $50 here. It was about, I think it was like $38, and I was like, fuck that shit. I was trying to keep an eye if I could see it on sale, but I'm pretty sure they pull it off the shelf. So they tend to do that with Christmas releases because they don't want to discount them. So
apparently, the Chimay Grand Reserve barrel-aged version is still available in Fredericton store for $56.
Yeah. I'm like, listen, you know what? I will overspend and fucking. I'll give you $25 for that bottle. But yeah, past that, I'm just like, I'm not going to enjoy this enough to justify.
Okay. So going by the fucking Google AI, the 750 milliliter bottle of Chimay Grand Reserve Blue Cap generally retails for approximately $16 to $18 Canadian. So yeah, I'd buy that. No problem. I'd buy that.
$16? I'd buy one every once in a while. I love that beer. Ages really well too.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
The main thing is I do miss when beers were affordable.
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
I had a hard time accepting buying beers for more than $10, $12 for a while. Now it's just like, if you want something that's a stronger, like classier beer, like something like that. Like it's like, how much were those? Like how much was the 330 CL one? Is it like is it like $7, $8, or was it $8?
Yeah, it's around $8, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's check real quick here.
I mean, it's still worth it, but like, and you are getting something special. The thing is, like, craft beer is like, even though that's like some like a special high ABV Belgian Trappist, like craft beer is really caught up to it too. Like, if you want, like that Space Age Sunshine that I bought from Flying Monkeys is $7, $7.25, I think, a bottle, $7.29.
I guess the price has gone up a teeny bit since I last ordered too. But yeah, both Chimays, the red and the blue, are for a 330 or $8.50 a piece. Of course, that's the exorbitant Nova Scotia taxes on top of that too. So like, if this was like a sane province like Ontario, it'd probably be significantly cheaper. I'm guessing, at least by a couple dollars.
It's the inexorable march of time or march of inflation driving fucking prices, and it's only going to get worse the way things are right now.
Oh, I can buy the Delirium Tremens alcohol free.
Is that non-alcoholic delirium?
Yes.
I would kind of cool want to try that.
I kind of want to try that.
It's called Delirium Delirio, alcohol free.
Delirio. Is that the NSLC or Bishop Cellar?
Bishop Cellar. The NSLC wouldn't care.
Anyway, speaking of a weird beer, so I did bring a weird beer today for whatever reason. So this is Blood Brothers, Father of the Sons, Father of the Sons. It's a West Coast IPA, but what seems to be with a weird trend in Toronto with terpenes.
Terpenes, more pot.
Yeah. And I'll say I'm kind of 50-50 on terpenes. Some of them I find way too strong, but some of them actually kind of add a nice pininess to it. I don't mind a little bit of a weediness to it, but some of them just go a little overboard. Granted, I've only had them from one brewery, so we'll see how this one goes. Okay, so this one doesn't smell nearly as strong as... And this is a fairly new beer. It's packaged April 22nd, so it's not like it's old and the... flavor has
April 20th?
April 22nd.
They should have packaged it on the 20th. Or 20th.
I would have probably been the correct thing to do, but you know what, Nick? They fucked up.
They fucked it up. Throw it in the trash.
But I will say this is the first one I think I've had that's a full-on West Coast IPA. The other ones were hazies.
Okay.
So, I do like a little bit of a weed taste, but yeah, there was one of them from what's it called Rorschach. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I still thought it was pretty good beer. It was just a little bit too strong with the terpenes. It was just like, oh my god! First you feel like you're biting into a dank pine bush thing, and the taste. The weird thing about these terpenes I've noticed is the taste doesn't really match the smell. It's like, oh, the taste is different. So this just smells like a West Coast IPA. There's nothing here that makes me think this has any kind of weediness to it or anything. It does have a bit of so funny enough, it does have a little bit of what my brain would interpret as a weed taste, but it's not very strong. So I think they're a little more subtle with this. They don't really tell you anything much about Pineapple Paradise terpenes. So if you're somebody who knows your weed, this is supposed to taste like Pineapple Paradise. I don't know my weed, so I don't know what Pineapple Paradise is supposed to taste like.
Yeah, no idea.
I would assume pineapple, but
you never know, because every fucking weed dealer is just legal weed dealer is like looking to come up with some sort of crazy goddamn stupid name for their shit that just smells like weed. Here's our delicious great vape bubblicious bubblegum weed, and it's like, sure, it might taste like bubblicious if you put it in your vape, but this smells like weed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if it's just weed, like, I can't fucking. I mean, I don't smoke much anyway, but to me, smoke is smoke. If it's vape, yeah, okay, fine. There is flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to me, I don't know. I don't know. Weed's not really my thing. If I'm gonna put it into my body, I'm probably gonna do it through edibles. But even then, I'm not a big fan of edibles because you have to really be careful with your dosing, because it's like, oh, I'm gonna have a little bit. Okay, well, I didn't do anything for me an hour later. Let's have a little more. Let's have a little more. Then, like 3 hours later, you're like, ah!
Yeah, it finally hits, and it's like, fuck. Yeah.
Oh, that fucking weed beer that Ashley Sexton's buddy, whoever the fuck he made, which is, I think, can't remember if he gave me the 40 milligram or the 80 milligram. I think he gave me the 40 milligram version. And that was fucking insane. Like, I literally spent 3 hours of my life thinking I was just going to die and fly off to another planet.
Poochie went home to his home planet.
That was pretty.
He died on the way to his home planet.
That was pretty much the experience. Like, it was just like, oh, goodbye, Nick.
Glad to see you get your camera.
I wonder if this is like Nick and Scott's bike ride, where like Nick is spending like an hour just prepping his bike, making everything perfect. Scott just gets on the bike. He's like, "Let's go, Nick!"
I bet you it is. And I bet you they both tool up their bikes all the time, and they immediately fall apart as soon as they get on the trail. It's just like.
I think I heard something. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
that's too fuzzy. I couldn't make out what was going on.
Nick,
looks like one of my food pictures.
Yeah. It's me using... I feel like that's starting to swell. Like, that's like generic days camera batteries. Oh, I might have to toss that. Oof.
It's fucking wild that you have a fucking battery-powered webcam, basically. That's stupid as fuck.
I didn't know there were battery-powered webcams. I thought
it's literally a mirrorless camera that looks like this. It's just the older version.
Yeah, he's got a jerry-rigged so it works as a webcam, and it's like
like during COVID they released a driver that let me use that camera as a webcam.
And now Bill Gates has control over 5G.
I know. It's usually works flawless. It's just I think this battery's failing. So I'm gonna take it to work and throw it in Brandon's recycle pile.
There you go. Fuck you, Brandon.
Yeah, I started to wake, never showed up.
Why trusting Brandon? Does Brandon get in trouble if he has too much recycling?
Well, Brandon's doubles as the stock room guy.
Oh.
So he's usually like spends half his days downstairs and doing receiving. And it's also where like the recycle area is for like old products and shit. So
that's where you can get rid of your old hard drives that you're not particularly proud of.
Well, I mean, I ditched my old tablet there because the battery on it was swollen. See, Greg, I threw something out.
I'm impressed.
I'm gonna crack this open here in a second.
Oh, there we go.
From Pickle
May the 4th be with you.
Too late for that.
India Pale Ale brewed with Millennium, Falconer's Flight, Comet, and Galaxy hops.
Yes, but much like Nick's birthday, it's not a single day. It's a week celebration, at least, maybe a month. We don't know yet.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you nerds had your fucking Star Wars day or whatever. You can all shut up again.
Now you can all go back to Endor, you fuckers.
Yeah. Fucking damn.
I just have a blue shirt on that you can't see on the camera, but I spilled something on it. It has a slight stain on it.
So we got Science Officer Greg here.
I'll have to spray this so I can get this grease stain out.
That's a Star Trek reference, Nick.
Yep, I know.
Wait, isn't the Force the thing that's in Star Trek?
No, that's Geordie LaForge. Not
Lafarge.
Mr. Lafarge.
Isn't he the dude that's black and also blind?
Yeah, he's got two disabilities.
It's a shame.
No,
but he knows how to read rainbows, so that's important.
He does.
Apparently, isn't there like some dark version of reading rainbow out or coming out or something?
And before anyone gets mad, I wasn't saying the other disability is that he's black. It just says he's a nerd. He's a massive dork.
You saying black is a disability good?
No, I corrected that, you dumb fuck. Of course, you weren't listening because your ADHD-addled brain is too busy looking through your fucking camera.
Sure. I don't know. I'm just going by what you said.
You're not going by what I said because you were obviously not listening to what I said. You
guys,
fucking moron.
Let's not turn this into a David Lynch film.
Yeah. So,
Lee treating me like I'm the fucking Eraserhead baby.
The only people Jordy was cooler than was Data and Wesley Crusher. So
I don't know. Data had a fully working dick, and he gave it to Tasha Yard, didn't he?
Yeah, but he didn't enjoy it though.
Well, sometimes I mean, a vibrator doesn't enjoy it, but is a vibrator any less cool?
Maybe, I guess.
For making a woman whimper.
Okay, Jordy's just cooler than Wesley then.
Yeah.
Maybe Reginald Barkley.
This Jit IPA, it's not terrible, but it also reminds me of why I don't really buy a lot of IPAs from Picker Rooms. They all have that same biscuity, caramelly, tiny, that same like Ringwood, what is it, Ringwood yeast that they use for just about everything over there. They've never diversified, and that's if I recall correctly, Ringwood like really terrible at like propagating itself and get like hard to get rid of once you start using it. It works really well in British ales.
I think I might have heard something like that. Didn't fucking Rogue Brewing, they used to be Ringwood too or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
They're out of business now, aren't they, Rogue Brewing?
Yeah, Rogue is done. Rogue went under.
Yeah. Ringwood yeast. I gotta check that. I thought I heard that. Oh no, they didn't use Ringwood. They used Pac-Man. They used Pac-Man yeast.
Oh yeah, I remember Pac-Man yeast. That was the one that was in Rogue Dead Guy Ale, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then of course they did some of the like, we isolated yeast from our brewmaster's beard and bullshit like that, like fucking gimmicky shit.
Wife's vagina.
Yeah, whatever. It's like they had like, I don't know. They had some really good solid beers, really excellent beers when they started out, and they had like the coolest fucking logo and label designs and all that shit. Like all their shit looked great.
Oh, the labels for like Waterworld products, like Stone Ruination had a fucking cool ass logo, but the skeleton or the fuck, what was it?
But then,
it's a gargoyle or something.
But then they started making like Voodoo Donut and Voodoo Donut and all that bullshit beers. The one that tastes like a banana, but like candy banana.
No, it's Rogue that went under. Stone Ruination.
Yeah, Stone's still around, but they're from what I understand, they're like a totally different brewery now at this point.
Yeah.
I used to like Stone back in the day, but we really don't get anything from the LCBO, so it's been a while. But they used to be kind of exciting because it was like a big beer back in the day. It's like 7% in a big bottle. Hey.
Yeah, they sold to Sapporo.
So
yeah,
Rogue's website's still live.
Mm. Yeah, Sapporo bought out Stone, and I think Sapporo bought out Anchor, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Sapporo bought out Anchor, but they drilled them into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't really support them well enough, and they folded the brand.
Yeah. They didn't support the Anchor well enough?
No. I know a bunch of the original people from Anchor were talking about, like, starting up their own like new version of the brewery, basically, kind of thing, but I don't think that ever happened. Anchor Brewing's website is still up, I think, too.
So much like with everything from Blood Brothers that I've experienced is that this beer is perfectly good, but it's underwhelming, especially since by Ontario standards, you can translate into the local market. I believe this beer is about $4.75 for a 7% IPA. So wouldn't buy this again. It's not terrible, but kind of expected more. Like when I said terpene beer, I expect to at least be kind of blown away by it. Like whether it's a good or a bad thing, it might be a terrible beer. Like with Rorschach, like they released their anniversary pack, which is 9 different beers. There were some of them that weren't that good. There were some of them that were amazing. But I enjoyed trying every single one because they're all an adventure. This one's kind of like, the best thing I can say about it is it's a fine beer. There's nothing really I can complain about it, but it's kind of boring. It doesn't excite me at all.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you tell me there's terpenes, and I'm like, okay, what is this weird pineapple paradise terpenes gonna taste like? Well, evidently not like a whole lot. Like, yeah. I don't know. It's like Nick in a Hawaiian shirt. Technically,
somewhere.
Technically, it's a little exciting, but I don't know if it's for me.
Yeah, I don't know if Nick's fat enough now. He's not allowed to wear Hawaiian
I
shirt.
Not bad enough to pull off the whatever.
You can no longer be the fat party guy in a 86 comedy. You're too thin now.
I mean, again, I still feel Nick is fat enough to be cool. He's just not obese enough to die. At least I hope not. Plus, he's still got a Jamaican leather daddy hat, so he's good to go.
Oh God, that fucking it. Actually, I take it back. Nick could be a typical fat guy in an 86 comedy, because usually the fat guys in 86 comedies weren't actually all that fat. They were just like
no, they're the dudes with like what we'd call like a dad bod nowadays.
Yeah, they'd have dad bod. Yeah.
Like, oh, he doesn't have a fucking 6-pack. He's a fatty.
Look at this fat nerd.
And they'd be like, oh, guys, you want to eat again? I want to have lunch number 3 because I'm really hungry because, I'm fat,
Yeah. It's like all the habits you see on screen. It's like, oh, I'm eating. I'm constantly, like, I got a submarine sandwich in my hand at all times or something like that. But it's like, yeah, you don't really look that fat. You kind of look like you're eating a healthy, balanced diet and shitting on schedule. And, yeah, no, you're all right.
Some fiber is very important.
Like they're so not fat that they have to like dress them in shirts and stuff on set that are like 3 sizes too small just to make it look like they're fat.
Well, but again, 80s comedy is like, oh, this chick has glasses and she has her hair in a ponytail. Oh, she's so ugly. Oh, she's wearing suspenders. Oh no.
You're half doing a Donald Trump impression when you're saying that.
I think one of the most egregious versions of that, there's this really terrible comedy that was made like in the late 90s, or no, not in late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. It was called Alien from L.A., and it stars Kathy Ireland, and this is at the, like, just as she was starting to, like, blow up.
She was hot back in the day.
Yeah, just as she was starting to blow up as, like, the biggest supermodel in the world, and basically, every list would, like, list her as, like, the hottest woman alive kind of bullshit. And they tried to do that thing with her, where she plays a character that's like, oh, look at this fucking fugly nerd. She's got glasses on.
Kathy Ireland with glasses and total jerk-off material.
Well, it's like
oh, so we saw it in Porky's 3 there, like the chick that was supposed to be so horrid, horrific. Oh, she has braces. Oh no,
she had braces.
I mean, that was a fairly like not such a mainstream movie, but like like the popular movie. I think it's called She's All That.
Yeah.
I guess I rewatched that recently because I just want to, and then it's like, yeah, it's not the greatest movie, but it's like, yeah, to be honest, it's also not that bad either. But it's just like, yeah, the whole premise is like, oh, I mean, this chick is actually really hot. She just she has a hobby painting and wears overalls, but otherwise she's totally hot.
Mm.
Wow.
And that's the one I think they parodied that in Not Another Teen Movie.
Oh, yeah. Not Another Teen Movie is basically a parody. It combines a few things. It combines Breakfast Club in there as well. And
yeah, Breakfast Club and Breakfast Club and the one with Seth Green in it.
Seth Green.
It's got Seth Green and it's got Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, and
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. I can't fucking think of it.
can't hardly wait.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, and yeah,
I'm actually not sure I've seen that movie actually, but
the chick who played who played with Jennifer Love Hewitt in, was it?
I mean Molly Ringwald was in that movie.
Yeah, Molly Ringwald was in it. Lacey Chabert was in it. Serena Vincent as the naked foreign exchange student.
Yeah, who's also the naked chick in the first version of what was the name of the movie?
Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever, yes. Which they remade that movie like only a few years later, and it was exact shot by shot remake. Like it was really weird.
Why? So dumb.
Yeah, it was. But literally, if you want to watch either movie, you can basically decide which movie you want to watch. I'd probably recommend the first one, but like, literally, the first and the remake are practically the same goddamn movie. I actually, from what I remember, I think it may have actually been some sort of a studio dispute where they didn't have the rights, so they just literally remade the same movie to keep the rights or something.
Yeah,
I think that's something to do because it's like it's one of those weird movies, and it's not long. Like there's less than 10 years between them, and it's just like randomly like, oh yeah, we just fucking are gonna remake this movie. So I sit down to watch it because I like Cabin Fever. I didn't even mind Cabin Fever 2. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, Cabin Fever 2 is okay. It's a trashier version of the first one.
Oh yeah, they're both trashy movies. And then you go to watch the remake, you're like, this is literally the same fucking movie. Why did they make this? Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's like, I know the Psycho remake was pretty shot for shot, but that was like, what, 40, 50 years apart? This was not 40, 50 years apart. This made no sense. Like,
yeah, and the Psycho remake was like a Gus Van Sant fucking like, hey, I got an art project idea I want to do, so I'll make a shot for shot remake of Psycho for whatever stupid reason. And it ended up not being 100% shot for shot remake because you got the stuff that's only implied in Psycho you kind of got to see in the remake where it's like, oh, Norman Bates when he's peeping on Marilyn Crane taking the shower, he's masturbating, and
and Haish's butthole.
Yeah, Anne Heche's butthole. You can see it in that movie.
And if you, one frame, you can see her butthole.
Yeah, rest in peace, Anne Heche.
Yeah, rest in peace. It's unfortunate that you decided to do a lot of drugs and get behind the wheel, but hey.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what the fuck she was on. Was it Fent or fucking...
Oh, probably. I mean, I feel that the Fent is kind of like the cool drug, so...
Yeah.
I feel like most of these celebrities are on drugs that you and I can't afford, so therefore we haven't heard of.
A lot of drugs and a lot of like not getting the proper mental health care that they should be getting, that they can afford because they're celebrities, but they got the wrong people in their fucking lives telling them what to do, or they got nobody in their lives helping them. Just because it's like, oh, Anne Heche, like vibrant female actor who's in all kinds of cool movies and seems pretty interesting as an actress and everything, and then all of a sudden, oh, last few years of her life she's just spiraled out of control and she's like, doing bath salts or something and like wow. dying in the streets.
I don't know. When you hear more about it almost sounds like maybe Ellen DeGeneres was the bad person in that relationship. Maybe she fucked her up.
Ellen DeGeneres sounds like a fucking evil bitch.
Doesn't sound that great.
No.
Yeah, and Portia de Rossi, I think her current wife, like she got a lot of plastic surgery, which I was like, oh, that's gross. I'm like, did Ellen make you do that?
Would not be surprised.
And again, I'm just alleging. I don't want to be sued for libel, but like, you know what? Like, I'm just saying, like, it just seems suspicious is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Ellen seems like the sort of person who would like gaslight their partner or, like passive aggressively. Well, your nose is a little wide. Kind of wish it was like a little thinner. It'd be hotter. Or whatever. You
know what I say when I see a girl with a slightly imperfect body? Bend over and let's
Bend
go.
over. Yeah.
Over. Have you met my friend Ben? Bend over.
I'm not gonna shame anyone for an imperfect body. I'm a fucking human thumb.
No means to criticize.
Mm-hmm.
No, same, bro. I mean, listen, when I have a fucking six pack and fucking Schwarzenegger, 1980 Schwarzenegger physique, then I can be a little picky. Until then, you accept me, I accept you.
Yeah, I'm dad bodding it all right. It's just I look like a thumb. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, but some ladies like a thumbs up.
Some of them do. Some of them do give the thumbs up.
Well, it's just that like modern society has kind of given us a distorted vision of what a beauty should be.
Exactly.
Well, it's also
really it should be. I'm not
like,
saying true ugly doesn't exist. It's just that you shouldn't be so fucking uptight about it. You're fucking.
Well, listen. I'll tell you from like being on various dating things and stuff, like even like regular like Reddit dating and like fucking Reddit couples for couples and shit like that. The majority of people are looking for normal looking people. You know, not. Again, you have to find that spectrum of what you're attracted to. Maybe if somebody's ultimately too skinny or too fat, you may not be attracted to them. Most people have that spectrum of stuff they are attracted to. You do get those couples that's like, oh, here's my six pack. Oh, here's her six pack and her fake tits. We're only looking for couples that look exactly like us. And there's a lot of ads that's like, okay, well, hey, good for you. If that's what attracts you guys, go for it. I guarantee you're probably not getting a lot of action, but I'm sure the once every 2 years where you guys find a couple that meets your standards, you guys are probably having a fucking great time. And good for you.
So I got the fast track on this, by the way. So there's this thing called looks maxing. I don't know if you heard of this guy. It's called clavicular. Now I know that sounds a little weird, but just hear me out. All you gotta do is get a hammer, guys, and you need to like basically tap at your cheekbones and kind of shape them. And now it takes a little while, and it is a little painful, but you kind of gotta like give some nice solid taps over a period of like a few months. There you go, Nick. See, you're already on it. You're already on it.
Nick is ready. Fuck.
And also the other key, a crippling meth addiction. Because that will keep the weight. That will keep the weight down. Like Nick, you want to, because Nick has done really well with his weight loss, but if you feel like you're plateauing, meth is the next step to take you to that next level.
Is the next step.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just realized the last thing I used this for was something greasy on a bike, and I'm just like, I got grease on my face now.
Well.
Okay. To be fair, none of us have specifically asked Nick if he's used a little meth now and then in the last few years.
Yeah. No, but yeah, see, Nick, if you want to get those really chiseled,
gotta give Jamie the gift.
Exactly. No, your cheeks, not your head. Cheeks. Yeah, there you go. And you want to come down and like where your face is rounder, you want to like start chiseling in.
Now
and then as you take in the meth regimen, that will start to like really thin out the face because as you lose weight in the face even quicker. So couple weeks of that and the meth, you're good to go, bro.
A couple weeks of that and the meth.
Yep. You'll have the alpha jawline and
the meth.
And you'll have the cheeks that'll make the
alpha jawlines.
You'll have the cheeks that'll make the whores spread their cheeks, if you know what I'm saying.
Nick, what did you do down there? Were there some nerds?
Yeah, it's some chewy nerds.
Chewy? I didn't know chewy nerds a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Whoa.
I don't know my candies right. I liked nerds back in the day. Like nerds are cool, but I didn't know chewy nerds were a thing. Chewy nerds,
gummy clusters.
No.
Are they better than hard nerds?
Can't be.
Well, it's basically like a little gummy or like a gumdrop surrounded by chewy or like normal sized nerds.
Huh. Oh, okay. So there are regular. Like, are the regular nerds like hard nerds in the middle, or are they all gummy nerds?
It's like the gummy nerd is the gummy chewy thing is dipped like covered in the hard nerds.
Oh, Oh, so it's like a hard nerd with like a gummy coating. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to try that. That sounds wild.
Coating,
that sounds wild.
I'm not into gummy. I'm not into gummy anything, honestly.
I generally like the big chewy nerds, but the chewy nerds are different because they're like a hard nerd outside with a gummy center, whereas those ones are literally just a gummy dipped in regular nerds.
Yeah.
I like gummy worms.
When it comes to candy, I can't do gummies. I can't do licorice. I can't do Turkish delights, which are just horrific.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
even know what a Turkish delight is. I can do red licorice, but not black.
Yeah, Turkish delight. It's kind of like a gummy-ish, like fruit flavored thing that's like dipped in chocolate, and it's terrific. I
mean, yeah, I don't really like chocolate mixed with like gummy or sugary stuff. I guess chocolate is sugary, but
yeah, but I know what you're saying. Fruity flavored kind of shit.
Yeah,
it's not good.
I don't know. Like, I'm not really into all this different candy stuff, but I mean, usually I'm just like, I don't know. Keep it like, if I want a chocolate bar, I'll have a chocolate bar. If I want like a gummy thing, I'll have a gummy thing. Like,
I'll have these every once in a while. These are the ones I really like. This is the big chewy nerds. These are the ones with like a gummy center with a hard nerd coating on the outside.
Oh, so these are the opposite. These are hard nerds and then chewy, the soft in the center.
No, he said the other thing was the exact same thing, Greg. You just.
I thought the other ones were that the hard nerds were the center and then you had the gummy around, and these ones are gummy in the center, hard on the outside.
These ones, you can see they've got the gummy in the middle and the hard nerds on the outside. But they're like the small regular nerds, right? Okay. Whereas these ones are like a hard nerd coating outside of a gummy.
Huh. Wait, so the other ones are literally surrounded by hard nerds and then have a gummy center?
Yeah, look at the photo.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
So the one in the yellow package is like a solid ball of nerd coating, and the other one's just got like nerds clustered around it.
These come. You can buy these in small packs at the dollar store, and they're perfect for like riding candy. Like if you want some sugar to take you on your bike ride, fucking perfect for that. So I got addicted to them last year, but whereas the gummies, I don't really like them as much.
The nerds come in many delightful flavors. and then you have these chewy nerds with the gummy center. You have the crunch of the nerds on the outside, which is like the continent splitting when you bite into it and they separate, and then you get down to the gummy mantle of the world that is this candy. It is a small world, but in this universe, what is a small world? Perhaps we are all just a drop in a rain somewhere else in some other bigger universe.
This falls under the category of if I had $1 billion and I just could, I would pay Werner Herzog to just follow Nick around and just narrate his entire life. you know Werner Herzog would do it because he'll do anything for a paycheck.
And now Nicholas is attaching a new battery into his DSLR camera. He's going to use, for some inescapable reason, some inexplicable reason, he is using it as a web camera when he does not have to. It is too much, they tell him. They say, you're pushing it too far, Nicholas, but he will not relent. He is obsessed. He is determined to overheat his camera and to ruin his live shows.
Here he is with Scott Myers. They are gently pedaling along the bike path. Oh no, Scott Myers has fallen off his bike. His taint has been slightly bruised. Will Nicholas stop and see how his friend is doing, or will he continue on his journey towards the afterlife?
Much like the cold, bleak indifference of the universe, Nicholas does not care. He continues to ride on, much like the planets continue to move.
When it comes to voiceovers,
the gentle cosmic motion, the inexorable cosmic motion.
Scott is left to lie on the ground, perhaps to die. Entropy will take over and persevere, as it does in all systems and at all times. Nicholas will go home to drink a beer and wonder where his friend Scott went, but he won't win. He won't wonder that much.
If I could get Scott out for a ride, Jesus.
Oh wow!
Wow.
And now Nicholas is being
Wait,
aggressive.
Way to shame him for loving his family and
Yeah, right.
being a single parent.
Yeah, like what's more important here?
Yeah, Scott, you selfish prick.
Shame on Scott. He should join us and tell us why we're wrong.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
We were trying to get a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nick. What you have to say is probably more important than what I have to say.
Not really. I was just saying we were trying to get it for a ride there Monday, and his wife wasn't feeling well. So.
Oh, what a surprise! But didn't you guys get out for what? Didn't you guys get out for a ride the next day, Tuesday or something?
No, we didn't do anything yesterday.
Oh, what was the last guy? You guys got out for a ride a few days ago, didn't you? Or
It was last week.
Okay.
Wednesday, I think we got out. We visited a friend of mine. But now he's like this week. He's getting ready because the trailer opens up this weekend. So he's prepping for that. So there's been a lot going on at home. I mean, I hope the rides continue into this year. I mean, we're planning to do this big 50K ride on June 6th. So I'm hoping he's going to be ready for it. But we would like to get a few more rides in before make sure he can actually complete the distance. He did pretty well the last time, but
I'm sure he'll be fine. He might be a little sore, but he'll be fine. He'll complete it.
Yeah, I feel like if you can do 25 and you're not too tired afterwards, you'll probably be able to do 50. It's just like doing it twice.
It's also when you're racing, you're going to push yourself a little bit more. It's like, yeah, you might be sore a little the next day, but you'll be fine.
Much like the majestic salmon swim upriver to give birth and propagate the species, Nick believes that Scott will persevere and show up for the marathon and complete it.
I mean, again, file this under I wish I had unlimited money because I would like either the real Werner Herzog or just Lee as Werner Herzog just fucking following these guys around just narrating.
Oh, you could pay me a lot less than $1 billion.
I mean, it probably would be a little bit. See, here's the thing: is I could probably pay you a lot less and get a performance probably 90% as good as Werner Herzog. But it would be like if I had so much money, it might just be worth paying the lot extra just to get actual Werner Herzog.
True.
So I don't know if this is a new thing. I'm not really paying attention to the Nintendo Switch at all, but I guess if they just announced the new Star Fox or not. It's just basically going to be a remake of Star Fox 64 for the Switch.
I mean, Star Fox 64 is pretty good.
It's
like
a great
that
game.
Back in the game, but yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to. I've been avoiding, even though I wouldn't mind at some point trying to go through those Zelda games again, which I've never been able to go through because I just don't think they're very good Zelda games. But I like to try them, and I want to go. I'm like, it wouldn't be nice to go through them on Switch too. But at the same time, I'm like, I also don't want to give Nintendo money because Nintendo's a really shit company. I'm like, I can also probably just pirate them and fucking emulate them on my computer, and they'd actually probably run better than Switch 2. So I'm considering going that route.
My guess is you're probably getting a fucking emulation anyway on the Switch, or unless they're HD upscaling it or something.
I think they're HD upscaling. So I will. The one they all give Nintendo is that apparently if you buy the Switch 2 version, it's basically just you can either run it on your Switch 1 or run it on your Switch 2. It just doesn't have the Switch 2 additions on the Switch 2. Okay. So, sorry, if you run it on your Switch 1. So, I mean, I guess that's nice. But, for somebody like me who owns, I own Breath of the Wild on Switch 1. I never bothered to buy the second Zelda game because I wasn't really into it. So I'd have to pay Nintendo, I think it's $10 to upgrade to the Switch 2 version. if I wanted it. Which, whatever. It's not a lot of money, but I don't know. I barely played my Switch 1 in the fucking 5 or 6 years I've had it. Like, I bought it whenever it came out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I do think I might, if I gave the Zelda games a second shot, I might actually get into them. Because I know I'm in the minority. Everyone says they're like one of the greatest games ever. I just could never get into it. But probably emulate it on PC is probably even better.
The last Zelda game I ever played was Majora's Mask on the old N64.
Okay, yeah.
And I would have liked to play the other ones, but like I never had a GameCube. I never had any other consoles after that. I'd love to play some of those games, but I mean, unless Nintendo's going to make them available.
Wind Waker was a lot of fun. Like Wind Waker is the only one I ever finished myself.
Wind Waker is good, yeah.
Yeah, like I'd love to play that.
I played most of Ocarina of Time.
I'd love
the original.
I'd love to play Wind Waker, but I mean, unless they're going to make it available on Steam or something, there's no way I'm ever going to play it.
No, Nintendo will never make it available. Wind Waker is quite good. The one after that, Twilight Princess, gets a lot of shit, but I actually think that's probably one of my favorite Zelda games, if not my favorite. I thought it was really good because essentially it's not a true remake because it's its own story, but it's in a loose sense kind of a remake of Ocarina of Time where they take a lot of the same concepts, a lot of the same dungeon designs, like it's you got your open area, you got your water dungeon, you got your wind dungeon, all that bullshit. It doesn't stray from the Zelda formula, so it's almost like Ocarina of Time is a loose remake of Link to the Past, really.
Yeah.
And Twilight Princess was kind of a loose remake of Ocarina of Time. So I really liked that game because I really liked Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess is like, oh, this is just a more modernized version of Ocarina of Time, so I like that. I never really finished Skyward Sword. I got like a bit into that game. I never really liked it very much. I never really liked having to do the waggle controls and stuff on the Wii at the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, Breath of the Wild, I think probably is an awesome game. I just could never get over the fact that every 2 seconds my weapon breaks. It's like, okay, like if you have a weapon degradation, great, but it's like every time I pick up a weapon and it breaks fucking 5 seconds later, it's like this gets annoying.
Yeah, that's stupid as fuck. Like Skyrim and no, Skyrim doesn't have it. Oblivion had it, right? Like you think like some of the Elder Scrolls games, they have weapon degradation. Fallout has that. Some of the Fallouts have that. Witcher 3 has that. But you can level your guy up and shit to the point where it's like, oh, now it's like nullified basically, where you. Well,
it's also even that game when you get weapon degradation, it's like you can still go and repair your weapon fairly easily. It might cost you a few bucks. Maybe you don't have that much money at the beginning of the game, but it's still a relatively simple process. Whereas Breath of the Wild, your weapon fucking breaks. It's gone. It's gone from your inventory. You're like, okay, well, I better pick something else up or I'm fucked.
Like, how long does it take you to break that weapon?
Probably like 10 hits.
Yeah,
like
that was
not a lot.
Well, that sounds like consumable then.
Yeah,
I don't know. That just seems kind of bullshit to have a weapon that breaks down. Like, what kind of?
Well, basically they treat all the weapons in that game like consumables. Now there are eventually weapons you can get that are unbreakable, like the Master Sword, but that's a little bit further in the game. I never got that far into the game.
Stupid.
So, yeah,
I'd rather
I'm not a big fan of that.
About that shit.
No, that honestly, games that have honestly you gotta have weapon degradation, fine, but let me repair it reasonably enough. And then I'm not really the biggest fan of over encumbrance either, but a lot of games have that, fine. But just don't make it so fucking annoying that it distracts from the gameplay. Because no, thank you, good sir. But yeah, the weapon degradation in that game is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I actually wish Lady Lee was here because I think she's actually beaten that game. So she may actually have a different opinion than I do, but I think she actually likes that game.
I wish she'd stuck around tonight instead of having the shitty internet issues.
Nah, she probably just wanted to go hang out with Rob and play whatever game they're playing. She just doesn't want us to know that we're... Yeah, I mean, why would you want to hang out with Greg?
Or for Lee for his unofficial birthday.
Exactly. Why would you want to do that? I'm going to go drain the lister and then, if I have your permission, Nick, I'm going to have another beer.
Yeah, you're allowed.
Yeah,
All
can
right.
I have another beer, Nick?
Well, this is a good segue for me to talk about another thing we were just kind of bringing up briefly is that the whole waggle controls of the Wii. I couldn't, like, as much as I liked the Wii, I thought it was a great console. It relied too much heavy on the gimmick of doing the motion controls. And one of my favorite game franchises I kind of got out of because of the Wii. I used to be a huge fan of the Metroid series. And like Metroid Prime 1 was a fucking fantastic game for the GameCube. And 2 was all right. It was a little hard, but I didn't get into the third at all because I've got tendonitis issues in both my wrists. So you're telling me to hold a fucking controller like this for 8 hours. So I just never got into it. And like every subsequent, is it like it's the whole concept of having a wand in your hand. You can point at the screen and shit, and then shoot shit on the screen with that first-person shooter mechanic. I'm like, dude, just make it normal controller controls. And it sucks because I loved those games before. I still do. But like with Zelda, with the whole having to use your Wii controller in a certain motion control way with Breath of the Wild. I'm sure Greg might agree on at least some of this.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of motion controls. I haven't really liked a Metroid. So I liked Metroid games growing up. Metroid 2, Super Metroid. I never really liked the Metroid Prime games all that much.
Really?
Yeah, the first Metroid Prime was okay. I wasn't a big fan of that. I actually liked Metroid Dread, which was on Switch 1.
Oh, that was on the Switch, wasn't it?
That was on the Switch. That was pretty good. That was actually worth playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was kind of a continuation of the Metroid series because for a while they kind of went back and forth with Metroid. Like Metroid Prime, I think takes place in the past. It doesn't take place in the current. Did they remade?
It takes place between 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They remade 1 and 2 on the handhelds. I think on what was it, on the 3DS or whatever. They remade 1 and 2.
They remade Metroid 1 as Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance. I have that. That's a great game.
Yeah, and they made Metroid Fusion. Fusion was also quite good.
Fusion was all right. I didn't like that one as much as Zero Mission. Zero Mission was like epic in comparison. Like when you're talking about the greatest 2D Metroid of all time is Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo, but Zero Mission is so close to it. I thought it was a really fucking fantastic remake. Fusion started to introduce that whole thing where you kill the enemies and then you absorb them for energy kind of thing, like that whole X-Parasite shit.
Yeah, Sonic guys, it's been 20 years since I played it, but I mean,
it's been 25 years since I played it too.
They remade Metroid 2 as well, I think, at some point.
They called it like Metroid Samus Returns or something like that for the 3DS.
Yeah, I think I played that one. I mean, and then there was that 2D and a half, whatever you want to call it, one that came out on the, I think it was Switch. That she talked a lot in it. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but it was.
It was for the Wii, and it was called Other M. I do have Other M, but I never finished that one because it was like really didn't feel like Metroid.
I did finish it. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't the best Metroid. The new one, Metroid Dread, is basically. I'm not sure if I finished that game or not, but. That game was pretty similar to Metroid. The only annoying thing is you got the Dread, where it's like this fucking robot that comes at you. It's like fucking Resident Evil Nemesis, where you have this thing following you. So it's like sometimes you'll just randomly go into an area and this thing will attack you, and you're just like, okay, so I just got to go a bunch of screens until it goes away. It's like it's kind of annoying, to be honest. It's like
it sounds kind of annoying.
I
heard though, I haven't played it, but I heard that Metroid Dread was pretty good. But they just one of the things that kind of makes me curious is like there's some hype around. They just released the 4th Metroid Prime, and I'd kind of like to try it. But
yeah, no, I played the first one, the second one. Did I play the third one? I can't remember if I played the third one. But anyway, I since the first Metroid Prime, I haven't really give a fuck about that 3D Metroid series. I just don't.
I absolutely loved the first Metroid Prime, but the second one I never finished. I got so far into it, and then life got in the way, and I never got the chance to finish it. And then the third one came out. Third one was for the Wii, and then that introduced that whole motion shit. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Also, I guess the first two are on the GameCube.
The first two were on the GameCube, but they also reissued them on the Wii as part of the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Oh, okay.
Which I do have in the Steelbook case, and it's like
I mean, to some degree, the way the controls work, actually having the remote might actually be a little easier to like aim and stuff. But yeah, it's a little annoying fucking having to be like doing this the whole
you're
time.
Also like using your arms unsupported for hours on end. Like I know how long fucking Metroid Prime was, and Metroid Prime 2 is not any shorter.
Well, this is why when I'm playing video games, I like to have a controller. I like to have it in my lap because that's all I want to do. I don't want to fucking be doing this bullshit, whatever the fuck it is. Like, nah, I'm good, bro.
Nah, but I used to love them growing up, and yeah, I mean, like I keep showing, I still have my copy of Metroid 2 sitting here because I had my Game Boy out not too long ago. Yeah, I got that for my 6th grade graduation present.
6th grade graduation. Man.
I spent my entire summer of 1992 playing that game. I loved that game. And so that's what really got me hooked onto the series. I've also got, oddly enough, this is still sitting on my desk too. I've got the NES Classic Metroid for the Game Boy Advance sitting here. I've also got the Zero Mission Infusion. Not that odd.
I think I
had the Game Boy out recently, so I got like a stack of games sitting out. Oh, there's another one.
I need to see if any of that shit's worth money because I have all that shit too, and I just need to see if it's worth selling because I'm not going to ever use it again.
There's my cartridge of Zero Mission.
There you go. I think I still have it in the original box. Like it's not sealed or anything, but.
Yeah, I've got the original boxes for Metroid Zero Mission, and Metroid 2. My Metroid 2 box is beat up because I had it since I was 12, but I've still got the Zero Mission, Fusion, and Metroid NES Classics boxes.
Here we're gonna have the Old Credit Brewing Company Pale Pilsner Ice Age. Again, Nick, this is from, you'll understand this. This is a block away. This brewery is a block away from the bike shop I got my stump jumper from. So there you go. Now you know.
I still don't know where your bike shop was, but
no, you don't.
Send me a link.
They're not really
the goat Pilsners.
I got the real Pilsner, not this bullshit and Greg's fucking.
Well, it's a pale Pilsner. It's not. I mean, it's also like a fucking 40-year-old recipe, so I don't know if you'll... How old is Pilsner Pale? I'm curious. Oh, it's hundreds of years
18... Wow. What's this fucking... That was 18-something.
Well, you know, hopefully they'll
1842.
Hopefully they'll update their recipe so
their resume apply for new job.
No, they don't need to. They don't need to collaborate with some sort of millennial upstart like Steam Whistle. A bunch of fucking bullshit. probably.
So
maybe they can like do a Werner Herzog brewery, and he can narrate like how great it is since 1882 or whatever.
So I know I'm not winning this one, so I cracked open my last Land Shark.
Oh, there you go.
Which is...
You're probably not winning, but you're definitely losing. Actually, I've been a while since I had a Land Shark.
It's like a party in my mouth and everyone's throwing up.
Jesus.
Wow. That's the new name of the chat.
Yeah.
Now, Land Shark's okay, but there's no way in hell I would ever buy this again. Unless it's on sale. Unless this is on sale, I would not buy this again over like a Soul.
I would not buy that even on clearance. Fuck that shit.
Like, or a Modelo. It's like an American con job knockoff of fucking Sol or Modelo.
I think it's actually worse than Corona.
It's
I was gonna say at least Corona's got a nice. Corona's got like a nice herbal skunky kind of taste compared to this shit, which is almost no flavor at all, but it's definitely corn soda. The trade-off is that I bought this shit for $14.49 a case for 6. It was cheap.
Okay.
Maybe not American standards. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because that stuff is fucking idiots who sit there listening to Jimmy Buffett all day drink when they're not drinking.
Wasting away down in Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Wasting away down in Gonorrheaville.
So I expected, because it's been a while. I think lately we brought this beer a few weeks ago, a few months ago, whatever. Yeah, it's a very weird. It's a very weird beer. So it's a pale pilsner, like.
But I know I got it from Bertois.
Jesus.
I think this is. I don't think Mr. Russell would approve of this.
No.
It's not a bad beer, but it's shockingly malty for something they call a pale pilsner, and like, to me it's just malty as fuck. Like, it's not really, and it's not an old can. It's what was this can? Like, I think this was within the last month or so. I can't fucking see in this light.
I would expect like a Czech pilsner to be a little malty than like German pilsner should be dry.
Yeah,
I mean, this one is April 14th, so it is fresh. It's not like it's old or anything.
Should take it back and get your port credit back.
Fuck off, Nick. It is. It's not a bad beer. I'm not going to say it is, but it's not what you expect. I'm trying to think what I would liken it to. Like
craft lager.
Not quite. I'd liken it more to like a amber ale, but not an American amber ale. One of those that just has a very sweet malt backbone.
Maybe blonde ale or cream ale.
Something like that, yeah, maybe. Although this one's a little sweeter than typically. I mean, those aren't two styles that I typically drink a lot of. Mm-hmm. But to me, this generally is a little sweeter than what I'd expect. Like, it's actually not a bad beer at all, but it's just a weird, because they say a pale pilsner, something, a combination of a pale ale and a pilsner, and really it's neither one of those.
It's like the same color as mine, basically. Like, it's
well, in terms of color, yeah, no, the color is very nice. I mean, I think based on what I can see in your camera, it looks to me like mine's a little clearer than yours.
Yeah,
but
just like your urine.
Yeah, well, there you go. It actually looks a bit like Nick's Land Shark, to be honest.
It really does.
And I like Land Shark. Granted, I don't think I ever drank one of a bottle before, but I have had it several times, and I've enjoyed it enough. Anyway, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, I'd have to check what this costs. I have no real complaints about this, other than I feel it's a good beer. I just don't feel it's like, based on what the can says, it's not what I expect. But considering the fact that, like, literally, so the owner of this brewery, which I mentioned when Lady Lee brought this beer, the owner of this brewery, he died in the last 2 years, but he was one of the original OG Ontario craft beer people. He started this brewery. He never really expanded it. He really, I think, only made 3 beers. He's got his pale pilsner. I think he's got his Hells. He's got his honey. He may have 1 or 2 others. I'm not sure. But they never really expanded. They're in like a weirdly kind of, they're like in the richest area of Mississauga, which is, again, I don't know, maybe there's just a lot of people that go there there's a lot of foot traffic there, I'm not sure. But, you know, they've had an LCBO presence for at least the last 15 years, and I guess they make their money that way. They're certainly not innovative, but I guess they have their customers that like their product. They make enough money. Like I said, I mean, it's a husband and wife duo. The husband died in the last 2 years. The wife's still alive, as far as I know.
So they just got a niche little market that they're kind of like embedded in, and yeah.
That basically seems like what it's at, and I'm not entirely sure what their niche market is, because to be honest, it's a massive shelf turd. Like literally, like there was completely a full case. I just pulled one off the shelf today to grab it. You know, and again, it's not that the beer's bad. I just don't feel people nowadays gravitate towards it. But I guess I'm kind of wondering if, like, maybe because they have their weird location where they are in a fairly rich area of Mississauga, and I feel they're grandfathered in where, like, if they sold their brewery, they would be torn down and a bunch of townhouses would be built on top of it. That maybe there's just a lot of people in that area that shop there and keep them afloat. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what their kind of business model is. So I don't think they sell it at the LCBO. But again, almost any LCBO in Mississauga you can go to, and they've been there for the last 15 years. They used to be in big ass bottles, now they're in cans. It's like they're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
Like to be around. I mean, there's so many other breweries that have come and gone over the last 50 years.
I mean, COVID wiped out so many of those kind of breweries, right? So it's like, fuck. Yeah, they got something going on.
Oh, and nowadays a lot of breweries are shutting their doors, you know, now back and forth. So it's like, I don't know. These guys still stay afloat. So whatever they're doing, and again, it's not a bad beer. It's a confusing beer based on the label because I don't think it's a pale or a pilsner. Neither one of those beer styles come out through this beer. But am I enjoying this beer? Absolutely, it's good. It's good for what it is. But it's
they're the cockroach of the Ontario beer scene.
The cock ring of the Ontario beer scene.
Yeah. Well, that was Duggan's for a while, but I think Duggan's has gone under. I don't think they exist anymore.
Shit, Duggan's? Was it Duggan's that was bought out and kind of integrated into Steam Whistle? Made that wheat beer?
Not that I'm aware of. No. Oh, no, you're thinking of Denison's. They were bought
Denison's,
out,
okay, yeah. They
were bought out by, is it Side Launch? They were bought out by
Side Launch. That's the one. Side Launch.
Yes.
Radar's favorite brewery.
Yes, but unfortunately, Denison's wheat beer was a very solid, and from what I understand, granted, it existed at a time when I didn't quite understand beer styles as much as I do now. Not that I really understand them now, but I'm better than I used to be. They had a really authentic, I believe the German style Hefeweizen, and what's the other one? The brown one, the double Weizen. It's not double Weizen. Dunkelweizen. That's the one, right? Dunkelweizen. Yeah. They apparently, now I never tried the original Denison's Dunkelweizen because that was on tap only. You could only get it in bars. But
Chad sent me the Hefeweizen once, and it was pretty good.
The Hefeweizen was very good. I used to pick that up. It used to be at Cool Beer because Cool Beer used to brew that beer. But it was Michael Hancock. I think that's what was his name. He was the head brewer, and he used to actually brew it over there and stuff. So it was very authentic. He used to have a brew pub. There's a address, I believe it's 99 Victoria Avenue in Toronto. It's kind of a cursed address because it was Hancock's Brewing. Then it was what was the fuckface we just talked about? I just said his name, like it starts with a D anyway. Oh Denison. My god. No, it wasn't Denison. No. Denison was the name he used. It was
Dirk Diggler.
Yeah, I gotta look the. Anyways, I'll look up the name before I think about it. But I'm trying to remember because a lot of this is craft brewery history that I was sort of not really part of, so I have to kind of go off the thing. But anyways, it was like, yeah, Mike Hancock had the brewery, and then he sold it to the other guy, and then for a while, I think it was owned by Molson. They did their beer academy, which actually was Molson actually making good craft beer, and then they literally just fucking fired all their staff and shut down. We literally just by sheer coincidence we went there on the last weekend before they shut down because Agnes's friend was having her birthday there, And I was just talking to all the people there, and they're just like, yeah, we just fucking got told, like, yesterday we don't have a job tomorrow. It's like, yeah, that fucking sucks. So anyways, one of the guys was playing Simpsons tapped out, and I taught him how he could just get free donuts in that game, which was a currency you had to pay for, but there was a way you could just pay. So he was happy because he got to get free donuts in that game. So that would have cost him money, which he didn't have because he was getting fired the next day. So anyways,
rough.
But anyway, yeah, and then they became the Creemore. They became the Creemore Brewery, which was whatever, and I think they shut down. I don't think they exist anymore. It's like I don't think anything exists in that space anymore. So that space has gone through in the last 20 years, gone through at least 4 breweries that are no longer in existence. So there you go.
That sucks. That's the story. Like craft beer, there was a long time there. It really COVID broke it, where it seemed like craft beer kept getting better and better and more popular and more popular, and it seemed like unstoppable until all of a sudden you have a pandemic that causes people to want to hide indoors and away from people.
I mean, it's also a bubble.
What?
It's also a bubble that fucking bursts.
Yeah, I'm just saying that COVID was the pin that popped the bubble. It's never recovered from, and it was kind of getting long in the tooth because it started to focus completely on like hazies instead of like the new style that came out every once in a while. There was like a turnover of like IPAs or barrel-aged stouts or sours or something like that, and then all of a sudden hazy IPAs started to get far more nuanced and ridiculous, and then there was the peak of changing what blends of hops that you used in each beer that people were starting to get tired of, and then finally at the end COVID said, hey, you can't hang out in person anymore, so you can't drink this endless river of shit. And then the whole thing just sort of started collapsing. Now you're seeing all kinds of breweries that there's a lot of them are still around making great beers, but it's kind of waned a bit because now a lot of these breweries can't afford to stay afloat, and they're going out of business. The industry's hurting.
I mean, I know neither one of you guys know who this is, but this guy I used to follow on YouTube called Chad. He used to go by the name the Albino Rhino. He used to do like brewery interviews, and they used to always kind of say like a similar thing where, hey, we're not in competition, we're all friends, we're all doing our thing.
Yeah.
And then he would actually say like he was fucking the beer Nostradamus or something. Like he would fucking say like, oh well, at some point like this bubble's gonna burst because you guys can't all.
Well, he's not as much as we could accuse him of being so. At sometimes he wasn't a complete fucking idiot. You could read it's the way markets work.
Well, yeah. So it's like, okay, well, hey,
this is going to wane at some point.
You know, it's fucking great that it's fucking great that you guys are all friends, but at some point, there's only so much beer to be sold, and unfortunately, so Nick blamed the hazies, and that's one problem. I blame for a lot of the problems with breweries is fucking seltzers, because people are now more health conscious. So they're like, oh, seltzers are a little bit healthier. I'll tell you, I mean, I don't like seltzers that much, but I'll tell you, if I'm going to drink a bunch of beers in the pool, I'd rather drink seltzers because I'll feel better the next day.
I would also say like craft beer was waning well before seltzers came into being a thing.
At the end of the day,
it was on the way down.
It's all competition for shelf space.
Yeah.
Now it seems to crack.
And now you're seeing way less craft beers. And I'll be honest, like I go to the liquor store now, I see a huge wall of New Brunswick-made craft beer, which is a good thing. But I also see I have little interest in buying any of it now because I want to try something new that interests me. It's all super expensive these days because it's like $5 a can for everything. So I want to be picky and choosy, and I don't really want to spend $5. Like there's one beer I was looking at today. It was like, hey, an English pub ale. That actually sounds really interesting. I like that brewery. It's $5.25 a can. Meh.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to spend $25 a can on a basic bitch beer.
Yeah, like that's why. Like I and your prices are just wild compared to ours. Because I literally today I saw a lager that I was like, oh, I'll try this. $3.75 a can. No, thank you, good sir. That's $3.75. That's what I can still buy. I can still buy a fucking headstock or for $3.75 or somewhere in that range. I can buy a juicy ass.
I'm saying like one of the best value beers in my store right now is $3.89 for a fucking Pilsner Urquell because it's an amazing fucking beer, and I can get it still super cheap in comparison to other stuff that's on the shelf.
You get way cheaper than I do.
But I'm thinking, like, how long is that going to last for? And B, is that even right? I feel like what's really out of like stupid crazy is how high NB taxes are on alcohol.
Well, that's the problem with taxes in general.
Yeah,
I mean that's the problem with taxes in general.
It's hurting alcohol producers having the taxes so high at this point because everything like $5 a can is kind of that mythical number that people. That's a line. Right. All right, I finished my beer. I think I'm gonna take this shit offline. Now that I have
take it offline so we can pull our dicks out.
Yeah,
do that.
But Chris Peters killed those women.
Yep. Even after all these years, we're gonna keep reminding you that the reason those missing women are missing is because Chris Peters.
The thing is, he's never denied it. That's the problem.
Why
Chris Peters has to do. All he has to do is publicly come out and say, "I did not kill those women," but he will refuse to do it.
I did not hit her.
I did not hit her. I did not put her in a shallow grave.
Why did he have to use a pickle? It's such a weird way to kill a woman. Like I'm not saying it's a good way to kill a woman.
It's the Brandon Manitoba pickle murders.
And now Nicholas is going to hit the end stream button on the Hangout, and like all things, they will disappear. They will go into the oblivion and not be remembered. They'll be forgotten.
And a penis will be taken by the rats.
A penis will be taken by the rats. They will feast on the flesh of the penis, and it will be consumed and reabsorbed into the rats and shit out like everything else in the universe. Entropy will take over. And all I have to say is the universe is horrible and everyone screams in pain. Goodbye.